Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609, and we're fixing to go take a drive in the all-electric Chevy Bolt 2022 2LT, if I can remember how to do it. Here we go, guys. But anyway, what I want to touch on while I'm driving here is, why, I say, why would I want to buy a home or live in a home after all these years uh, traveling around in an RV? Why? What's the difference? One thing is a home. I got a mosquito flying around right in my face. Naturally, there's a whole car for him to be flying around. So anyway, the yeah, why would I want to live in a house? Sticks and no bricks, as opposed to living in that lovely Class C motorhome that I've lived in for nearly 2 years, and prior to that, several other RVs. Well, I think a lot of it has to do with me just getting older and looking for something that is a little more permanent. And, these mosquitoes, now I got two mosquitoes in here. Well, I'm going to roll down the window. You may hear a little wind noise in the mic now because I'm going to try to air these little boogers out. How they got in here, I don't know. But yeah, just looking for a little more permanence. You have to agree, I think, some of you, that a home, site built or mobile home or whatever it happens to be, is certainly a little more permanent than an RV of any kind, whether it's a travel trailer or whatever. Even though a travel trailer probably would last almost as long as a mobile home, and a motor home, they'll last quite a while if you keep, if they're under a cover and so forth. Then yeah, they'll last a number of years. They'd probably outlast me for sure. But for me, I'm gonna possibly. I'm looking at some options here. As you know, I found a place in this quote neighborhood here. This is what they call Unit 37. I'm in Unit 36, and these have these metal covers, which you've seen and I've talked about in other videos. But probably, I'm not going to say for certain right now, but probably I will move over to this home right here. Probably. I'm not sure. What I'm going to do is add me a little privacy on the right hand side there. You can't see it, but the people beside me have their patio, their outside patio, facing the back of my home to the right in this video. And so what that means is every time that I would come outside here, if they were, had guests over or whatever on their patio, I'd have to be sitting here listening to them. And so I'm going to add a little privacy over there. But back to the pointless point of this video, and that is that permanence as I've gotten older is certainly something that I'm looking for, or something a little more stable. This one I think will work fine. As you can see, the metal roof, it adds a lot of protection for the RV and the car. And I'll keep the RV because I still plan to go to Capitan, New Mexico, to my home base there as long as I can. How many more years will that be? I don't know. I can't say now. Right now, my health is okay, and as long as you got your health, you can talk smart and act cute. But when you lose that, and it'll happen naturally. It's not like you're doing anything evil or bad. You can just wear your old self out if you live long enough. The guy that owned that house that I bought is 99 years old and finally went into assisted care, and is apparently the only issue he has is his legs don't want to hold him up anymore. He's had a problem with falling, and I don't know if that's part of the inner ear stuff that changes as we get older or what. But here we go. We're out in the EV right now. It shows I got 232 miles of range, which is, I've only charged it once this week, and this is Thursday. Okay. And, so those of you that were hitting me about, the range and all that stuff, it's a non-issue with me, man. And again, it's just because of my driving habits and nothing else. The car has a 260 mile range, but according to the thing on the dash, my range would be slightly more than that, probably 275, possibly even 300. So anyway, that's the good news on the EV. And the good news on the RVing and in the house is I've just gone back to basically square one, and that is to travel back and forth to New Mexico in the summers, and then while I'm in New Mexico in the summer, if I decide to take a trip somewhere else to a state park or whatever, like I did last year, I went to Elephant Butte, and I think I went to Oliver Lee, just for an outing. But there's other places I could go. But even there in the summer, to be comfortable, just to be comfortable outdoors at the outdoor temperature in the summer, you need to be at elevation above 6,000 feet. 7,000 would be better. That's why Flagstaff, Arizona is such a popular place for RVers and boondockers and on-the-road people in the summer, because it's got a pretty much great climate in the summer. Now in the winter you kind of pay it all back. So again, we're just out cruising, and if you don't cruise, you lose. I've got a pretty good routine now. I mean, when I'm in the RV, there's a quote RVing routine that I get into, and when I'm at my home base now, I've only had this my home base here since November 15th last year, so it's not an old thing I'm doing here. It's fairly new. And believe me, I look closely at just living in the RV and traveling around, but I don't know, man. It just maybe it's my time to do something else. We'll see. Bracketville, Texas. Right now it shows to be 89 degrees, and that is nice for this time of the year in this part of Texas, which is southwest Texas. Is amazingly comfortable. The mornings have been in the 60s, and the highs are right at 90. At this time of the year it can be over 100 degrees most of the time till the end of September or 1st October. But you can see there's not many clouds in the sky, and the wind, just a slight breeze out of the southeast. But anyway, just wanted to give you a heads up, guys. For those of you that have been out there on the road, you're getting a little long in the tooth as an older, then you might want to consider, I'm not not making a recommendation, I'm just saying you might consider getting you a home base, and maybe continue living in your RV if you get a full hookup, or get a place with something on it, a little house on it. So, because time is a passing. Kind of cute. But having said that, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, keep your health the best way you can. Stand guard at the door of your mind. Don't let negativity in. If you can avoid it, it's difficult. I know we live in a negative world. If you watch the news media, that's all that's happening is negative. But I have to tell you, the real truth is there's a lot of good things going on too. So drink plenty of water, stand guard at the door of your mind, enjoy your life. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.